Hey everybody, welcome to Candy Coated Conversations with your girl Candace and joined by Tamika, heavy on the Scott. Hey Tamika.
Hi, Candice.
Hey
Thank God it's
girl.
Friday. Happy Friday.
Tell you, I'm so happy it is Friday as well. And like I said, the week's just been flying by. I was excited to officially get the weekend started. And yeah, I'm just like, yes, thank you for the weekend. Hey Daniel
Thank
Berry.
you.
Hey Ron.
Hi,
Y'all
Daniel Perry.
nice to
Hey,
see
Miss
y'all.
Sharon.
Well, look, as I've been working today, Tamika, look, we just having one of these open shows. It's gonna go where it's gonna go. But look, we is gonna have to talk about Blueface and Krishan tonight. Hey, Meek, how you doing, lady?
Hey, Amazingly Meek.
Now we don't really touch on them unless there's something really going on that people want to talk about or discuss. But there has been a little bit of movement. Now they saying Blueface got 4 years. Now I'm gonna specifically go to one of those little Instagrams that deals with them to see what they talking about. But yeah, what you think about it? They gave the boy well, he's a grown ass man. They gave him 4 years, they said. What you think about that?
I mean, do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
that's
he
pretty.
comes out greater than what he
That's what
was,
I
but
said. That's exactly what I said. Because I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. Like you said, you do the crime, you got to do the time. But you know what? At least, because what I'm hearing is that, yeah, there's sentenced 4 years, but with certain things going on, that he may just, serve, you know, a year or less, 9, 10 months, something like that, possibly. So, um which honestly, if you're supposed to serve 4 years to get that reduced down, if you get in there and acting right and things like that, to be able to do 9 or 10 months, that to me, that's a wonderful thing. Get all this stuff cleared up, get all this messiness and all this legal trouble behind you. And this goes for Krishan too. Get it all
yeah.
behind you so y'all can move on and do better,
hmm
be better, and not having all this over your head. That's
Right.
that's all over here. That's all really we've been saying. Okay, it
hmm
is what it is. You did what you did. Just go ahead so you're not on the run and ducking and diving. Like, who wants to live like that? So regardless,
Hey,
hopefully.
Donacia.
Hey, Donicia, Blueface, but you know what? I'm hearing that Blue has some other charges to address too. So
Yeah.
yeah, he got 4 years today. What's that one channel? Put it in, or somebody tell me what's it? Circus? What's that? Circus House or something like that? Because I'm on House of Blues and it's not the one I want. It's called Circus
Um,
something. Let me type it in and see if it pops up. I know they have a here it is. I know they have a lot of info over there on Blueface and Krishan, things like that. And I saw yeah. So let's see what they have to say. I'm gonna share my screen in a second. Oh, I think this is what it is. Let me make sure this is what it is. No, no, this is Circus of Blues. You said Circus Press Box, Meek. Let me go over there.
I think that's on YouTube, right?
Uh, well, it's right here.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's see. Hmm. No, this doesn't even have anything from today.
Hey, Gigi. Yeah, that's Henny Page. So yeah, I think she's talking about on YouTube.
Oh, are you put it in the chat? Is that what you're talking about? Here, I can go over there. Let's see. Circus press box. Here we go.
Hey, Voracious One. Hey, Gigi.
Mm. I'm gonna go right back, right over here. Who coming in? I need to say hi to. Hey,
Gigi,
voracious
Voracious
one. Hey,
One.
Gigi. Hey, y'all. Hope everybody's good tonight. And I'm gonna go to my good old. Y'all know where I usually start, anyways, because they had some video footage of Blue's daddy. You know, looks like he was a little upset. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bear with me, y'all. Just getting this pulled up. Okay. So we'll start over here. Gigi's True Speaker. She gonna be back full-fledged with new videos for everybody, you guys. So keep watch. Voracious One is going to be posted on her YouTube channel pretty soon, you guys. Stay tuned. And in the meantime, y'all know that she does host Sunday service as well as the midweek reset. So look out for that. Okay, so let's see here. Says Blueface
Headed
father
out to
after
my
years.
son's sentencing hearing today. I'm hoping and praying that the judge gives him, or shows him some mercy and some leniency, and free him today. I need y'all to pray out for me. Help me pray for Blueface and let him out to free Blueface. Let the famous Crip free. Yeah, all right. Good morning, y'all. Top of the AM.
Okay, so that's his dad reaching out for some prayers as they were headed to his sentencing hearing. And here we go. With, I guess this is the after, you guys.
Y'all probably tell the results by the way I look. I gave him 4 years.
He said they gave him 4 years. They gave him 4 years.
Morning, y'all. Top of the AM.
Okay.
Headed out to my son.
Yep, that's where it was. Now let's see what WAC 100 has to say on Blueface's 4-year prison sentence. He said he'll be home in 9 to 10 months.
All right, what's up, WAC 100?
What's up with it?
All right, so we just left out of court. The judge decided to violate Blueface's probation and said people are saying he's going to have to do the full 4 years in prison. Can you break it down to us?
He got 4 years, 400-something days off. Come down to 3 years. He go to the state, he do third time. He be home in 9, 10 months.
All right, thank you so much, WAC. All right, what's up, WAC 100?
What's up with it?
Well,
all right, so we just left.
There's WAC's opinion. You know, he always got opinion. He think he know how to calculate everybody's sentences and things like that. So it's just like, ugh. Okay. Okay. Meek said did not post it on Instagram. We're gonna take a look and see what's going on over there. So let me see. We're gonna follow along with this with Blue. Let me see if there's anything else Blueface related up here. Since we talking about them today, we might as well talk, y'all. Okay. So let's see. Did not. I never been to his thing. Let me see if it comes in. Oh, is it DON80?
Mm-hmm.
The Did Not show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe so.
So let me see here, y'all. Yeah, let me see if he's speaking on it right here.
To August the 9th at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. There will be no more arguments from either side. The judge is going to come with a decision. The reason the judge did not make a decision today is because she herself is going to do research into penal codes and a specific case law. I myself am also going to look at that particular case and do a live stream talking about all of these notes that I have here written down. I'm going to do that on my YouTube channel. It's Ratchet Shit, and that's
okay. We already saw this one. Now let's see if there's what's here.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Denat. So right now we are on a 15-minute break from Blueface's court hearing on a motion to dismiss and failure to state a claim. The attorney is doing a phenomenal job. He's used the talking point that I've been trying to tell everyone on Blueface's team that they need to make a point of, and that is the serial number, the barcode, the stat code, whatever you want to call it. it changed between the deputy hands, which means that there could have been foul play. In addition to that, the attorney is specifying that, hey, in this declaration, you have my client charged with a violation of VOP for controlled substance, but THCA does not necessarily classify as a controlled substance, as it takes a certain amount to get you high and you can't get high off of it. So with that said, it gets thrown out. You wrote the wrong information. What would have to happen is the state would have to refile it according to the facts. And I don't know if they're going to do that. So it kind of looks like Blueface is coming home. I'll give you a follow-up in a little bit. Free Blueface.
Okay. Now let me see. This happened the other day, y'all, and Blueface's granddaddy was mad. And let's see what he had to say, because we never talked about that over here.
What's up? It's your boy Donat. I have right here Blueface's grandfather, Carlos's dad. Can you introduce yourself for the camera?
Yes, my name is Keith Harvey. I'm from Georgia.
Keith Harvey from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice meeting you. You're an OG. You look professional. I'm glad that you're here. People said you look like like you're ready to go and win a case.
I've been doing this for 30 years.
Okay. So real quick, so earlier today you got into it with Bodine involving the grandkids of yours. And I'm just trying to clarify because Bodine has been very supportive of your grandkids, and you and him got into a little spat about that. Can you give me more information as to why there's a conflict?
Sure. First of all, this is not the place for children. Second of all, a 7-year-old boy should not see his father come out in a jumpsuit. I mean, that's going to stick with him for the rest of his life. And as far as the gentleman Bodine, to speak to a grandfather about his blood child and being a total stranger and to offer an opinion is totally disrespectful. And what's a better word? It's just, I'm going to just use disrespectful since I'm here using that. And to not know anything about me, to suggest something is stupid is to say she couldn't afford a babysitter to bring the kids here to court. To me, it's unrealistic. And the overall approach to this situation concerning my grandchildren and behavior of Blueface Jonathan, of his mother, of his grandmother, and everybody that's surrounding him seems to be neglecting the children. So I'm going to say this so everybody can hear me. About mines, I'm down all the way, whether it's Children's Services or Supermax Prison. I'm here today to see what's going on with Jonathan, but also to see what's going on with my children, because this is going too far. For her to even bring these children here is a total insult to the system. It's an insult to the judge, and it weighs negatively in Jonathan's favor, because no judge is going to look good on a black man standing here with his son in the audience, looking at him at a jumpsuit. So far as I'm concerned, and I don't care how Jonathan feels, his mother feels, his baby mama feels, or anything else, this is a case for Children's Services. The whole situation is a case for Children's Services.
Let me ask you a question about that. All family and good family, blood thicker than water. We all hear that. So Bodine has been in your grandkids' life.
You're talking to me about someone who I never met before in my life. So you're asking me to trust someone with my grandchildren and my grandson, with an individual who I know nothing about, for him to approach me and have a conversation about my seed. This is my seed, who I fed and gave my life to take care of. For someone to even address me and have a conversation concerning him is disrespectful.
All right, you said it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And I appreciate this gentleman for getting my take on it.
Okay. All right. What y'all think about what Grandpappy had to say? Was he right with what he said?
I don't know if he was right or not because he did say CPS. I mean, Jaden looked like she is doing a good job with the kids. He may have took it
Oh
a little
man.
bit too far with that,
Okay,
but he
Sharon.
said what he said.
Yeah, he said what he said. He had opinion. I just hope, even to be saying all that, I hope he really had a lot of involvement in Blueface's life, aka Jonathan's life, growing up as a kid, because every grandparent isn't involved. So let's be for real about that. Now, I don't know. I ain't saying he was or he wasn't, but I just hope with him hopping on and talking about his seed and this and that, I hope you were an involved grandfather, because there is a difference. So Sharon said, I think she meant to say, they act like this boy was innocent and in a choir boy. He was acting like he was untouchable, and that's very true. That's very true.
Yes. Hey,
You
Gold
gotta,
Digger.
hey, Gold Digger, you got to account for the things that you've done. It did this whole couple, Blueface and Krishan. Y'all gonna have to take accountability for the things that you've done. And you know what? If you want to, you can come on top. You can come out on top of this. But you got to get it out the way. You can't run from it no more. And that's what especially for Krishan. I'm glad that you're kind of like not on the run anymore, because you do have Junior, and like I've always said, I really wish she had handled all that stuff even while she was pregnant. I wish she had handled all that stuff, so that because you know what? Remember that video when she said that she was not going to be away from her son, and now look, she's away from her son. When it's like, man, if you handles a lot of this stuff was in the balance, even prior to you even having him, if you could have had just knocked out that community service. I mean, I know at this point it's a whole lot of I coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I wish that had happened so that she wasn't in this predicament right now. Yeah. So Donicia said, what they don't understand is that God did answer their prayers. His answer was no. Prayer requests don't always go in our favor for good reason, like it or not. That's right. That is right, Donicia. People be asking for God's prayers, and not knowing God saying, okay, I'm answering your prayers. I got to sit this one down for a little bit just so they can make it over the other side. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this. This is what you want me to answer your prayers. This is me answering your prayers. I got to pull them in, but I'm gonna make sure and protect them and make sure they come home to make a better decision. Sometimes that's what it is. People don't like to think about it that way, do they? Though they always want to think, when they're praying for the things they want, that they want it to go the exact way that they want it to go, even though it's gonna go in whatever direction it's gonna go. Whatever direction God say is gonna go, that's the way it's gonna go. In this instance, we're talking about two individuals, two parents, two kids, and things like that. Krishan with one, Blueface got three. Let's keep in mind he's the father of three. But that God may be answering prayers, saying, I got to take you off the street for now because you was doing too much when you was out. I got to sit you down so you can make better decisions when I make it, so that you go home to your family. And sometimes that's what it is. Yeah.
Hey, Coco, thank you for the super sticker.
Hey, Coco, thank you for the super sticker. Okay. Meek said she should have brought the kids to court. Sharon says, I agree with some of what Pawpaw said. Yes, fabulous Friday, Gold Digger. I hope everybody's in a good mood, ready for the weekend, ready to relax. Look, I know I am. I haven't even had a hard week, but the week's just been flying by. Okay, Meek said, she should have found someone to watch Journey. I don't really agree with bringing kids to court. Yes, and thank you for that super sticker, Coco. Let's see. Sharon said, they want to bring in the Bible, but they forgot honor their mother and their father. Yep. So it's a crazy thing. It's real crazy about what's going on. But even though it shouldn't be, these are things and charges that should have been addressed a long time ago. And they just couldn't run anymore from it. So hopefully they get everything resolved, just so they can start new. That's my hope. Just whatever's going to be is going to be. Hopefully everybody gets as little time as possible. And, Ain't nobody. I know I'm definitely not. Ain't nobody trying to see nobody going to jail, Krishan or Blueface, for no years and years and years. But they
No.
both young enough to turn around and cut it out if they want to. All them shenanigans, and get right. They do got kids, Yeah, they want to make it, and be celebrities and things like that. But I think as crazy as and wild as upbringings have been on both ends, I think they have a family foundation. I mean, I don't know so much. I don't know. Honestly, I think Blueface may have gone through a little bit more emotionally than Krishan with his mama.
Probably. Well, his mom posted something today. She had Journey and Javon.
Oh, did she? Because
That's
she
what-
tries to act like she got so much sense, but a lot of the stuff that Carlissa does, no, you don't have no more sense than anybody else, And then when she do be trying to talk about Krishan's upbringing and her mom and that's like that, you wasn't no better. The stuff that you was
see
doing,
how her father is.
yeah.
And
Okay,
we
now,
already seen her mother also.
right. So who posted something on Instagram?
Carlissa.
Now look, that depends. What on I can get to the 6th side, but y'all know what's the name blew up me a long time ago. Or can you get to it?
I should. Let me see.
Yeah, because look, I can only unless she's putting it on her show. Let me see what this is. I think this is it.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to pull up.
Set me up. I'm glad I came.
They don't have no sound yet, y'all. I'm gonna read a couple comments that people are chiming in. Somebody said God is in front of everything, which is why Jonathan put Jaden up, put her in a position to get papers so she could hold it down, support his kids while he went away. God put everything in place. He will be okay and come home a better man. Somebody else said Blue is very intelligent. He will come out of a brand new man. He got this, y'all. He's a great dude no matter what he's been through with his girlfriends. No sound. Let me make sure it ain't me.
No, it's not you. That's just
Okay.
her. And then she's going to come.
It must
Okay,
be
here we go.
You turned the sound off. Did I turn it off? Can you hear me now? What did? Can't hear. So when I plug this in, you can't hear. It was sound and it went away. No sound. Can't hear. So when I plug this thing in, it takes the sound out. Can you hear me now? There you go. Okay. So we didn't get the verdict that we wanted today. So don't think that God didn't show up, because he did. Jonathan spoke. I spoke. Everybody felt love in the room. It was peace in the room. I could hear Jonathan spoke for himself. He talked to the judge. He took full accountability. He did what he was raised to do, tell the truth. And that's what he did do. Some people might call it crazy or silly, but he said, I told the truth. I took accountability, and he's still standing on his truth and his accountability. So for that, I'm grateful to get my son back. I talked to Jonathan. We heard Jonathan. And I'm grateful. Yes, and poor Javon said we prayed and God didn't let him out. But I'm teaching Javon how it works. Just because God gives you what you want, you still don't get to get away with your consequences. That means he's going to be with you on your journey for your consequences. But you still have to pay your consequences. So I believe that he feels like Jonathan needs a couple more minutes for him to talk to him, and we have to be, patient and allow that to happen. But we definitely heard Jonathan today, not Blueface, and I was grateful for that. So free Jonathan and free Blueface, but for right now, Jonathan took accountability in front of his son. He took accountability. He showed his son the right way. He showed his son to be honest and respectful, even when you don't want to. Because I'm pretty sure he was upset about the verdict, but he was a great example for his son today. That I'm grateful for. He held his head high, and he accepted his consequences, and he taught his son to be truthful and honest at all times, no matter what the consequences are. And I'm grateful for that. So don't think that your prayers didn't work, because they definitely worked. Because we saw Jonathan today. I think everybody saw Jonathan today. I told the judge, I said, everybody in this courtroom been knowing him since 8th grade, 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here been knowing, and we see Jonathan today. So she let me speak. She let Jonathan speak. And we can look forward to, I don't know how the months work, but I'm listening to y'all, so I know y'all know how it works. But
And she's saying all of this while the kids.
So yeah, we
in the
can't
backseat.
blame anybody right now. We just have to hope that everybody gets into their places after this. 7th grade, yes, he has some 7th grade friends in there. Bravo been knowing him, I don't know how long. My husband was there, y'all. My husband was there. I tried to get him some house arrest so my husband can debo him. Wack said 9 to 10 months. Wack know how it worked. He was trying to tell us, but me and Jaden was over there freaking out, so we couldn't really understand. But Jonathan sounded good and in good spirits. So, I know my dad didn't want the grandbabies in the courtroom, but Javon learned to be a stand-up, upright young man and tell the truth. He watched his dad take accountability for his mistakes, and he learned from that. So I think everybody's parenting decisions are at their own discretion, because I don't think Jonathan wanted his son to miss what he gave him today. He fed his son today. Right, babe? He fed his son today. He told it right in front of his son. He told the judge, I tell the truth. I stand on the truth. And that's what it is. So your baby is going to be okay. Thank you for all the prayers, because it's definitely.
Lord, I know that she's hurting it because this her son, but then part of me wonders, okay, you just doing all that just for attention and to keep the spotlight on you and everything like that, and have something to talk about and say. So let me get some of these comments here. You want to get these, Tamika?
Yeah, sure. Where we leave off at.
I put it up there.
Coco.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, but I couldn't help but think karma caught up to him. Gold diggers.
Oop.
Sorry. A child's mind is so impressible. I wouldn't want my child, if in that situation, to see the father in cuffs and listening to a judge saying you're going to prison for 4 years. I'm with you, Go. Not only that, why is you in the car having this conversation with the kids in the back? I come from the generation where, like, you don't
Stay in
talk
a
around
child's
the
place.
kids. Yeah, like, yes, stay in a child place. All the kids go to the room while the grown-ups out here talking. I don't like that, but that's cringy. Donacy said generational curse still prevalent for the both of them. Gold Digger said Javon still has to go to school every day. He don't need other kids saying things to him about his dad going to prison. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Gold. Hey, Katina.
Hey, Katina.
I feel like she is faking and lying. That's what Miss Sharon said. Danitia, okay, Carlissa, you didn't get the gas chancellor. My God. He didn't get the gas chancellor. My God. Yes. So
Donicia
dramatic.
tough. Donicia tough on him.
I'm glad Jaden let her take the kids. I'm glad too. I am happy to see that. Miss Sharon said, so what can childhood friends do when you acting a donkey? They all getting ready to face karma.
Hey, Tita.
Hey, Tita
And
Rita.
then somebody
Gigi
else.
said, I feel bad for her, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Danencia said, being in a courtroom was the only way he could show his son. Honestly, question mark. I beg to differ. Yes, that's my whole biggest thing too. Like, why the lesson have to be learned by physically being there? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Gigi said because the kids need to know heavy. Don't lie to them, and that's fine. But you just gonna take my word for it. I don't gotta show you. I think Jaden took the kids to court because she thought he was coming home. Hey, Miss Gloria.
Hey,
The last
Gloria.
ticket, she had to be extra. The circus is closed. And then wait. Amazing Me said Jaden wasn't bringing the kids before. No, she
And that
wasn't
could,
bringing the kids
yeah,
before.
that could because she brought him to. That could be a possibility that she brought him today because she thought, oh, your daddy's coming home, he getting released, and we're gonna have this big family moment. And the family moment they had was different than what they thought they was gonna get. It's a possibility. So what else y'all got to say about these folks? And y'all know Krishan finally showed up in the Oklahoma system yesterday. I think she had, from my understanding, some intel that I got about how all that works when you possibly have some other charges, and things going on behind the scene, you might not necessarily show up right away in the system that's accessible by the public. So that doesn't mean that she hasn't been there, these past few days, because everybody was all on the hunt, like, where's Krishan? Where's Krishan? But she she did finally show up in the system. They released her mugshot. And I don't know, you guys. I mean, I'm a little turned. Does her face look a little swollen to you? I'm hoping it's not.
Yes, it do though. I thought it was just me.
No, on this side right here. If y'all can see my cursor, she has chubby cheeks and
I don't
stuff.
see it.
But
I see Carlissa.
here, sorry y'all. Okay, so yeah, this mugshot was released yesterday, and it got out. She's where they moved her. She was extradited from California to Oklahoma. So I mean, I hope she's doing as well as possible.
Yes,
Behind
that
bars.
picture
But
just don't sit right with me.
yeah, but I don't know. I said, God, I was looking. I said, Krishan face look a little swollen, but that could just be the picture, whatever. Um, so hopefully, when she gets what she needs to be, she gets everything that she has to get settled, so she can move on with life and with Junior and stuff like that.
Katina says she been eating.
But you know what? While she's in there, this is the perfect time. She's an athlete. Look, she should utilize her time, keep her mind free, keep her mind clear, work out, run around. I'm sure they got some type of track, over there, someplace where they can run around and exercise, and use this time, to think and think about what she's gonna do different when she gets out, when she gets back to her baby. So. Yeah.
Hey,
Look.
Nicole Crowder, glam up.
Hey, Nicole Crowder.
What she
Yes.
say?
Hey, Babs. Yeah.
Hey,
That
Miss
fool got
Bab.
it. Yes. Hey, Babs. Let's see. Coco said, I don't like Carlissa, but I'm giving her a little grace today. The parents are genuinely hurt. Yep. Katina said she been eating. Tita said probably from crying. And Nicole says that jail food I think she means chubby. Yeah. So Fat Boy says the way they acting like the world has ended. Try crying for a child that 20 to life or 15 and has nobody to help them out. Yes, yes, Gloria, you've been in these shoes before. So I know that you probably was like, I wish my son had the possibility to be home in 9 months, So yep,
Mhm.
yep. I mean, I ain't gonna fault them for the way they feel just because this the first time their child been to jail. Because look, I'd be messed up too. I would be messed up too. Let's see. And you right, Donicia, and that's what I said. Incarceration has saved lives. Sometimes people need a break from themselves. That's what I said before you got here, girl. That's what I said. Sometimes God is sitting you down so you can get your shit together. Like you out here doing too much. Let me sit you down for a little while, and so you can think about the things you've been doing, and so you can figure out that this is not where you want to be. Yep. That's exactly what happens. A lot of people, everybody always talks about um the recidivism, and people just committing crimes again when they get out and stuff like that. But let's talk about all the people that go in and make that decision. I'm never coming back here and change their lives around. There's a lot of them too. There's a lot of them too. Okay. Bab says he's not gonna be home in 9 months, so she's debunking whatever we played about WAC 100. Giving his time frame. He always got a time frame on anybody going to jail. He think he knows the ins and outs of it or whatever. So yep. So Gloria said, yeah, my son in there now did 15 and just got another year added on for fighting. They really come after you when you getting out. And that's another thing. We've talked about this before. That sometimes you can go into jail on a short sentence. People, you can get in there, people start messing with you. Next thing you know, you got that 1 year then turned to 2. Or because technically you always got to say what you've been sentenced to until somebody tells you differently. So let's say that 4 years you get in there, somebody coming for you, and you got to fight for your life in jail. Boom, you got a year, 2 year extra. And every time an incident happens, you have the capability of getting even more time dropped on you. So, I just hope that both him and Krishan can go in there, keep your head down, do what you got to do so you can get on back to your families. Yep. Hey, Hudson. Okay, Hudson said, I've been saying this girl was spiraling in jail, save her life. Coco said, Wax said, he was only doing 90 days. Can't listen to him. Gloria said, not only that, the police pick on you as well. Yeah, them CEOs in there, they see you. Oh, you think you was a star? You ain't no star in here. And then they targeting you unnecessarily. So, honestly, I hate to see anybody that is going to be incarcerated get in there and basically how things go sometimes in these jails. Sometimes it really is, it's like, dang, the inmates running the jail, like they got more pull than the people that's there to watch them, supervise them, or things like that. And some of them be having the COs in their pocket and doing things like that. So I just hope that they can both, when Krishan has to be sentenced and things like that, hopefully it's fair. Hopefully it's not anybody targeting them. In Blueface's case, because we still have to see what's going to happen with Krishan. But you know what, with Blueface's case, that 4 years was light. That 4 years was light because he kept getting in trouble, and then you do your little house arrest with your ankle monitor, and then you still getting in trouble. You're not taking nothing serious at all. I think it was very light that he got that 4 years. And then most of the time, you guys, we already know most of the time you don't do that whole time. I don't know about Wax calculations, but more than likely, if he's in there doing the right thing, staying out of trouble, he's not going to do no solid 4 years. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. Okay, Gold Digger said, yes, Danicia, that was my brother. He needed a timeout. Even in his 50s, he had a forced timeout. Since he been out, he does think and respond differently to life. And then Donicia said, whack is whack. Yes, he is. Sharon said, my son did 6 years and I didn't feel bad because he made bad choices and wanted to be in the streets. Yes. And as a parent, you have to be one to hold your children accountable for the things they're doing too. And because it does them no good if you're always bailing them out. Now, I'm not saying you should be that hard to where, if they're doing something that you just have to, you have to tough love them so hard that they don't think that you care and things like that you say or the way you treat them. But facing consequences, okay, because as parents, especially when you see your kids going down the wrong road, you talk to your kids, you try to tell your kids, look, if you keep doing XYZ, this is what's going to be the results of it. This is what's going to happen. And as you know how the saying goes, a hard head makes a soft ass. And if you got to learn that lesson the hard way, you just got to let it be and let that child learn that lesson the hard way. But a lot of times as parents, if you can, you try to get them out. Oh, judge, please, he come from a good family, this and that. And it's like, yeah, you can say all that, but none of that made them not do what they were going to do. Sometimes they got to learn the full lesson. They got to learn that full lesson. Okay. Katina said, whack is whack. Better worry about his butt going in prison. And Bap says, Blueface has more charges coming. Okay. Gloria said, in prison, there's no protection. He's going to the gang line. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that is what's going to happen. So honestly, we got to just hope that, because I'm not wishing that harshness on nobody. There is people actually out here on both sides, Krishans and Bluefaces, that literally want these two to go to jail and just be drugged and be more miserable than the confinement in the situation they're already in.
And that's so sad.
Yeah, that's sad. That is
So
sad.
sad. Hey, St. Hudson. That is so sad.
Yes. It's like, okay, we already know they're going through it. They're away from their kids. They're away from their families. You never know what's going to happen with their careers.
And evil.
Whatever you think about them, these are two young people that have careers in the spotlight, and they had that opportunity. And a lot of people are, let's be for real. There's some people that are jealous that Krishan and Blue have had opportunity that maybe has never been presented to them in their life. And, instead of saying, okay, everybody is entitled to make mistakes, they want to hold them to a different standard because they have opportunities that perhaps you either don't have or were never presented to you. And you just don't feel like they should have had those opportunities, that you two in particular aren't deserving of the opportunities that you've been given. So, you kind of gotta, when you listen to people and their opinions about things and stuff like that, you really gotta, pay attention to who's the messenger, are they fair? Are they being fair in their assessment of everything, or they're just being a hater? Because that's a lot of that really going on too. A lot of it is really not that, they really needed to learn these no, a lot of it is pure jealous hating going on. Like if your cousin was in that same predicament as either one of these two, you would want them getting off, but not these two, because they Blueface and Krishan. So I mean, just look at everything. Let me see. Let me start right here. Okay. Gloria said, yes, Candy told my boys that all their life, but they don't listen. Not my first rodeo. Yep. And it is. They're just jealous. A lot of people are jealous, and I really see it on the side of Krishan. A lot of people feel like that young woman doesn't deserve the opportunities that she's been given. And then when they feel like she's kind of squandering them, then they really want to drag her. So it's like, come on now.
And that's so unfair for her.
It's like everybody, at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to mistakes. Whether you feel like, And a lot of people are judging mistakes like, well, I would never do that, or I would never do this. It's like you don't know what you would do, and you probably have done probably worse in your life, but just nobody
We
puts.
just don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about
we
it.
just don't know about it, and ain't nobody looking at you. That's really all it is. Danisa said, "I wish my sister could hear you, Candy. My nephew can do no wrong. The cops are wrong. The judge is wrong. Everyone is wrong, but her
But
wrong
him.
son." Yes, and as parents, we do that though. We do that. It's hard for us, even when our child has been trouble to us, has shown us disrespect. It's hard to listen to other people say that about your child. I think a lot of parents take it personal. They take it as you're judging them. When I've known some damn good parents that have had some horrible children. For real. I know some damn good parents. Kids never went without a thing in their life. And I'm not even saying that to say the kids were overindulged, like spoiled kids, but kids raised good, had everything they need and then some, and still choose not to do the right thing. And I know somebody in particular, her sons, it was almost like they wanted to rebel because they had it better than a lot of other black kids. You ever seen kids like that? Y'all, and put in the chat. You ever know some kids like
Absolutely.
that? Your kids ever dealt with anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Yep. So it's like, oh my goodness. Okay, Bab says, like dummies that think he got 4 years for the cell incident. Okay, Gold Digger said, I think needs to know and tell your business the online shenanigans needs to stop. This only shows the courts the negative side of what you're doing in these streets. Not a good look. Absolutely not. Now, Jeezy said, shit, not me. I don't, what were you saying that to, Gigi? Okay. Okay, Gloria said, I don't hate them at all. I just feel even with my kids and even myself, if you do wrong, it will come to you. So be ready. I pray all be well with them. Yes. It's like don't sit there and wish more, because I do believe Blueface has some more charges that he's going to have to deal with. So this 4 years that, I think at the end of the day, we have to see what happens with all the other charges that he gets. Like, does he get out of them? Does he get some time on with them that's going to add on, to the 4 year sentence? We really don't know how that all is going to play out. Yep. Dionysia said, that's my nephew's problem. Too entitled, spoiled, rotten. And let me tell you something. Now this gonna sound, I'm gonna tell you this. This gonna sound crazy as hell when I say it, but let me tell you another thing as mothers that we do that is a hindrance to our kids. And like I said, y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say it, but I want you to think about what I'm saying, because of course I'm gonna explain myself. I know someone that used to tell her son too much all the time how cute he was. He was so cute. He was so cute. Girls and this and this. And sometimes you can do your children a disservice. Even there are parents that build their kids up that looks and things like that are going to get them out of situations, and they're not. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm definitely not saying not to compliment your kids and
I
build it,
get
put their self-esteem up. But when you try to act like their looks are all they need in this world and they don't have to be good and be good people too and do the right thing, your kid's gonna be in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening. So you got to beware of that. Okay. Gigi said they need to focus on them. Gloria said a lot of charges and more lawsuits. Yep, a lot of charges and more lawsuits. So there was I want to try to find it. Give me a second here, y'all. So what's your opinion about all this going on, Tamika, while I'm looking this up?
I don't have an opinion on this. I'm sorry, I don't. I agree with everybody that's in the comments.
Mm-mm.
You know, I don't speak much about this subject.
No, well, I talk about it when it's something going on. Y'all got anything to say about it? Because we want to move on. I want to get y'all's opinion on something else. Oh, Jacquees and his fiance had their little baby. Here, let me show y'all. Of course, they put the face out like everybody won't beg them to see the baby. Ugh, no. So there. Congrats to them.
Yes.
Now, who are these? I don't know who this is. Robert
Let the
Griffin
Miss Bad
III. Who is
Houses
this?
go, everybody.
I don't even know who this is. Okay. All right. I don't know who that is. I'm clicking off of that. Now let's see. Now let's watch this. Now,
Yes.
if y'all was tuning in last night to Twitch and what have you, we did watch the Young Miami. You know, she's back with her first podcast for the new season, and she was the guest on her podcast, and she answered a lot of questions and things like that. And so let's see who interviewed her is her best friend, Saucy Santana. Look, I hope y'all not shocked. You know, a lot of people act like they shocked that JT. They was never best friends. You guys, I already told you before. There's a show. It did get canceled, but and I'm upset about it too because I actually was enjoying it. There is a second season I got to get into, but the show got canceled. So at any rate, it was by Issa Rae, and it was based on Young Miami and JT and them coming up in the rap world and things like that. So, you know, really, if you want to get to their beginnings, if you check that out, you're going to get a lot of insight. But you know, they were friends. They were never best friends. They just were never were best friends. And I even think like she's addressing Santana as one of her best friends, you know, but they were never best friends, but she's gonna discuss a lot of topics. So let's look at a quick little clip. Tamika, do you save the Twitching shows?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you save your shows?
Yes.
Okay.
It
So you
should
guys,
be up there.
yeah, so you guys can always go back and watch the show. This was last night's show, but let's see what Santana had to say about the interview.
Have a think piece on Carisha's truth. And I don't know why when she said it out of her mouth, there's no need for you to go make a narrative or a TikTok video or tell somebody that they're lying. If she was trying to save face, she would have did it a long time ago. Instead, she endured all the cruel bullshit that y'all did to her, and she spoke at her own pace and at her own time. You can't get mad at someone about their truth. Whatever happened to someone else's past, we don't neglect that. We don't say that it didn't happen, and we don't condone it. But as far as Carisha, she spoke the truth of what as to what she experienced, and that's the only thing that she could tell y'all. So you have to go with that. It's no bullshit involved. Nobody has to lie. A lot of people have a think that it's no bullshit involved. Nobody has to lie. Nobody has to save face or play it safe. We're not under no NDAs. That was the truth. 100%. Take it. It's so funny because
like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place.
Mhm.
You know, I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and their life. 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad, 1 minute I'm kind of like, fuck this shit, and then the next minute I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, I ain't bring us this far to go backwards.
A lot of just chaos, and it's a lot of allegations. And so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things, or you were around these things. So what was your experience like, you know, dating him?
Everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him.
Mhm.
So why am I being crucified?
Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm not being separated.
Yeah.
When I was dating him. It was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience.
Mhm.
Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season 1. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?"
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience, and I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
Domestic violence. He never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. It was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of
Not being separated.
that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and, that video that came out.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like have my daughter. Like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Okay, so were y'all able to catch that interview yesterday? Let me see. Okay, you want to catch some comments?
Mr. Ron said, "Why she have a beard? Hell, I am confused now." Say husband said, "When keeping this sprinkle goes wrong." I feel like this is my statement, and I'm just gonna repeat my statement. And Santana, like, go best friend. If that's my best friend, was a person, like, no. Donicia said, "No, can't take a person with a damn beard and nails seriously."
Anicia.
Gigi said, "Oh, you want to cry now, but you was messing with him with the F. You think people was going to say, girl, bye." Katina said, "Mr. Ron." So he hasn't said, "You told Sushi to eat your box. What the F are you talking about?" Amazingly Meek says she's more embarrassed that the Diddy got exposed and she was connected to her. As soon as it got bad, she left. Right.
As she should have. As she should have. Shoot. Look, y'all know that was a sugar daddy situation going on over there. Shoot.
But she kind of said it basically, but she just dressed it up with a dazzle. Miss Sharon said she lying. She was not that special. Gigi said, "Girl, stop. You was the only one he didn't do that to. This is something you want us to believe?" Donicia said he needs to blow his nose or use his man voice because he do sound stuffed up. Amazing Meek said she was on the payroll as a recruiter. No, I didn't catch. I've been part of it, Candy. Oh, okay. She said I seen part of it. That's it. Is that it? No. Gold said I thought maybe because she was on a court docs that's maybe she is. That's maybe she is limited on what she can speak on concerning Diddy. But hey, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil is what she's basically saying. Look. If my name Bess and I ain't in that mess was a person. Bab said I would have left too. Say Hudson said we saw her with the white nails too. Girl, stop. And that's it.
Okay. So do y'all feel satisfied with what Young Mammy shared? Now, are y'all willing to lead us? Look, I feel like they're harassing her unnecessarily. I really do. Look, she's young. Of course, she was gonna mess with Diddy. Y'all thought she wasn't gonna mess with somebody rich in the industry like that?
Yes, and she said, "Well, an icon." I think that's what she used. The icon. But not that many people is talking about her and JT relationship also. Like, damn, I didn't know that they had that distant relationship where they had separate dressing rooms, they had separate makeup teams, or like, like I didn't know that. Like, wow. Like they only seen each other on the stage and that's it.
Mhm. You know what?
That's
Maybe that's what we need
crazy.
to watch on Twitch. Maybe that's what we need to switch.
What?
Rap-ish.
Yeah,
It's on
maybe
HBO.
so.
I thought it was
But
good.
only JT is on that, correct?
No, neither one of them are on there, but they're executive producers or something.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. No, but I think she did what she needed to do. I mean, I think people thought that she was gonna get up there and be, which I don't know why y'all would have thought that. I've never really seen her do that, but I think people thought she was gonna get on there, tell all her business, put y'all in way more than anybody even deserved to know of her business with him. Anyways, y'all really thought that was gonna happen? Y'all thought that was gonna happen? No. But
Of course not.
look,
Of
she did
course
it. She
not.
did enough, because she like, I gotta get this podcast money going again now, and good luck to her, and hopefully, it picks up and just as popular, as it was before. Look, he only came on there one time, and honestly, to me, the show when he came on there was one of the boringest shows from people she had on there. So, hopefully she can get, she is out here a working woman trying to do her thing. And I'm still wishing her the best. I'm wishing JT the best. If they
Yeah.
weren't happy in a group together, then, take your talent separately and things like that. And I will say this in regard to these two. I always think a little bit of their friendship that they did have was a little strained, because I don't think, she got the acknowledgement. I will say this on Carisha's behalf. I think she deserves more credit than she's given. Regardless of what you think of them as rappers, that young lady held these two ladies together as a group when JT was in damn jail. I seen this girl out performing by herself, pregnant because they couldn't drop the ball or they would lose that opportunity. And that's what have happened. And I saw Carisha hold that together. And then while everybody was putting her down, she can't rap, can't wait till JT gets out. And then for me, I'm just gonna be real. When JT got out, I didn't see JT do too much of nothing, rap wise. I'm just being honest. I ain't putting her down as a rapper. I'm not doing that at all. But I'm just saying that it was all, oh, she the one she can't rap, or she's the looks and she can't rap, can't wait till JT gets out. Can't wait to and it's like it was a big hype about her getting out because she supposedly was the rapper of the group. And then you get out and I didn't see much from her. I just really didn't. I didn't see her take off. Even after she got the little, if you want to call it a cosign from Nikki, Nikki was trying to bring all the young little rap girlies over her way and have them do a little something. I didn't see that, but wishing her the best. Wishing both of them the best. Carisha has a lot of opportunities. Excuse me. She's had a lot of opportunities, and hopefully she makes the most out of all the opportunities and the money that she's made. So to keep it going, to keep it going. And I hope people still continue to support her podcast, because y'all was enjoying it before. It ain't like we saw Diddy one show. So, if you was enjoying it before, keep supporting her, with that. So that's right. That's what I feel. Gigi said, Candy, she did what she needed to take care of herself. She had to do her grown woman, ish, but she got caught up. Yeah, and I believe she did get caught up with really liking him. Let's see. Hudson says, the talk show was good, but she needs to understand we all have to answer for our actions. She may have to hear about Diddy for the rest of her life. But, okay. She very well may have to hear about him for the rest of her life. I don't necessarily think that's right, but that's what happens in situations like these. I mean, I honestly, I don't know how much she knew about Diddy before getting caught up with him. I just think, ooh, it's Diddy, and she went with it because it was Diddy. This is not. She's not. She came and got into this industry, but she's not of this industry where she would know all that deep. Y'all got to remember, just a couple years ago, she just sitting on the porch in goddamn Opalaka, wherever in Florida she from. So, look, see, look, Sharon said, I didn't know she was a rapper. I know her as Diddy's playmate. Oh my God. But, she's a woman out here
That
trying
is
to make.
funny.
I ain't gonna knock her down. She's a woman out here trying to make it. She has children, that she's trying to take care of as well. And she's created a lifestyle for herself, even prior to her dating him, that, I'm sure she wants to maintain. So, look, best of luck. Best of luck, y'all. Okay. I'm getting off now because I want to have dinner. So,
Dinner and red wine.
yes. What's we twitching tonight?
I don't know what we're twitching tonight, guys. Do anybody have something that they want to watch?
Put y'all suggestions up, y'all. Yeah, you're right, Hudson. Look, for everything that we talked about, look, Young Miami, Krishan, and Blueface, you should see it as a cautionary tale.
Oh wait, did y'all see that Funky Geneva interview
what
with
happened?
Carlos? It's
With
on
Carlos?
YouTube.
Oh, we're gonna play that?
Yeah, I do want to see that. Gigi, you talking about the scary movie?
Oh, y'all hear there was a crash? It says, so sad, 62 people unalived after a plane crash in Brazil. Cause of crash currently unknown.
I seen that earlier. I browsed about
Y'all look at this. Y'all look at this.
Woman claims her therapist turned lover nearly killed her when she tried to break things off.
She says he broke into her apartment and pulled a gun on her. ABC 13's Alex Bazarjian is live after speaking to her about the traumatic experience. Alex?
Jaya Scales says Thaddeus Thornton was counseling her young son through an ADHD diagnosis. She says he then encouraged her to seek help. She says after their sessions, he would make passes at her, and that's when they became intimate. But she said Tolbert was never violent, not until she tried to walk away from the relationship. When she did that, she says she ended up bruised and battered.
How did I get here?
It's a question Jaya Scales has been asking herself since April. That's when she found herself ending a relationship with her therapist turned lover.
He was sitting on the couch. I was sitting at his desk. We were talking, and I just said, hey, I just don't want to continue this, relationship with you. And he snapped.
Thaddeus Tolbert, who Scales says is 6'5" and roughly 350 pounds, allegedly pushed her up against a wall. Then she says he pulled a gun out of his waistband and placed it on the table. All of this taking place at his former office on the Southwest Freeway. Court documents say the two were interrupted and Scales escaped.
Thaddeus Tolbert.
It was what happened later that afternoon that landed the licensed therapist in court.
In this case, the complainant stated the defendant started to choke her out and kissed her while doing so.
Over time, Scales grew suspicious of Tolbert and believed he was seeing another woman, and that woman had a child on the way. She says it's what prompted Tolbert to return the same day and bust into her apartment. Scales says he was armed and angry.
He pulled out his gun to put it to my head. I pushed it down and he hit it back up, so it hit me when he came back up. And then I was just begging him please just leave. Please just leave. Do anything. You can just leave. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill us. I'm going to kill us both.
Scales says she and Tolbert had a brief struggle over the phone, and then he left. He was later charged with aggravated assault and burglary of habitation. Now in a state of reflection, Scales feels ashamed but compelled to speak out.
I was really caught off guard. I didn't think someone like this could be so capable of this because he's a mental health professional, because he's a therapist, because he's active in the community.
That
As
man
embarrassed as
looks
I am
like
now, I have to do something because I could have died in here with my child.
Scales feeling like Tolbert intended to manipulate her all along, but she's trading in the word victim for survivor.
Child, look, you can't even go get therapy in person for your children. Now, first of all, that's where she messed up at. What was you doing over there messing with your child's therapist?
Yes.
Instead of having him work on the child, you over there messing around.
Yes. And you see how that man look. He ain't look like nobody therapist.
He didn't look
No, he did not.
professional at all.
He did not look
At all. Oh, Lord.
That whole situation didn't look right.
Look, and on that note, we out of here, y'all. I'll talk to you later. We'll see you for the next Candy Coated conversation. And we'll see you over at Twitch and We're Heavy tonight. Or put your notifications on. See if she come on.
Yes.
And look, Gigi gonna be back on the scene soon. Peter, she gotta let us know when she having a live. Coco gotta let us know when she having a live, so we can all go around and support y'all. Okay, see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.